If you like weird and strange history as much as I do, then I have the podcast for you. I'm Jason Horton, host of Strange Year. Each episode, I break down the strange history and cultural happenings during that year, like 1977, the Wow signal, 1963, Three Tramps theory, 1844, the Millerite movement, 1997, the Phoenix Lights, 1896, the Shortest War, 2004, Benjamin Kyle, 1518, the Dancing Plague, 1985, the Move bombing, 1972, remote viewing. So to get your weekly weird history fix, pause the podcast you're listening to right now and subscribe to Strange Year wherever you listen to podcasts.
Music's greatest mystery. I'm Rebecca Lieb.
I'm Jason Horton.
And this is Ghost Town.
The most mysterious song on the internet. Interested? Are you with me? Are you with us?
Yeah, I am here. As we know, the internet is not mysterious at all. We know everything that's on it. There's nothing weird. It's very normal. So to have something mysterious piqued my interest.
I've been into things lately that are mysterious in the sense that how could we not know the information about something that seems like it'd be easy to get the information on? With the internet, you can find so many obscure things.
Yeah.
And when you tell me there's a song and no one knows anything about it with all the resources, and it's not like, from the 1500s. It's not like a lute or something like that. It's something in the last maybe 30-something years, and no one knows who or what or where. And it has become one of these things where the internet has kind of adopted it as, I don't know, I guess they're championing this thing to like find this out. But if you haven't found it out by now and no one has really come forward, they might not even know to come forward.
Yeah.
And it's the most mysterious song on the internet.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to give you a little backstory. You haven't heard the song.
No.
I'm going to play you the song. And I'm going to play you the song.
What if it's just a Sia song?
Yeah, but it's from her first album.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to see what you think of it.
Okay.
And we'll just take it from there. We'll see what happens. See if maybe you might have some information.
I don't.
I know you said, it's Sia. This is not a thing where I need you to rattle off a bunch of names. Is it this? Is it that?
Okay.
It's not going to help.
Playing 20 questions. I am interested.
But the internet has spent a lot of time, pretty much since 2007, this thing popped off. And from 2007 until now, very, 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 very little. So what we do know about the song, what is fact, is that it was recorded from a German radio station known as NDR1 from a show called Music for Young People. In about 1984, which we'll find it's 1982 to 1984 is what we're looking at.
It popped out of that Japanese vending machine that we talked about way back when.
I think that's a classic.
I love that one.
Yeah, that's one of those.
Real? Who knows?
It's one of those things that we did that was like really not in any category of anything else that we've done.
It's so weird. It's amazing. One of my favorites.
And everything else about the song is pretty much speculation. And it was first introduced by a Reddit user. So this is one of those things kind of born from Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit gave you a baby.
And the Reddit user is Bluely. Bluuely. And real name is Lydia.
Okay.
Or I guess supposedly it's Lydia.
Ooh.
And posted the song under the alias Anton Reidel in 2007, seeking more information about this mysterious song. So it was long enough ago to put it out there where it's like, could it be a hoax? Could it be troll? Yes, all those things are possible, but it seems like in 2007, I don't know if the internet was as rewarding to things like that, where you find out like, oh, this is just a hoax or somebody looking for attention. Could be, we don't know. Would you like to hear the song? I'm not going to play it on here because I want people to find it for themselves. And you should listen to it in its entirety. And we will do that, I guess, after this little song break.
Yeah.
We are back. Rebecca has listened to the song.
I have heard the song.
Now, I first played Lady Gaga's Bad Romance. I got
and I
her
was
good.
like, what is this?
Yeah.
No, I just went down a wormhole. I was like, I have to find out who this is. And I couldn't.
In that part, it says, my name's Lady Gaga, and the name of the song is Bad Romance. She was like, well, it's still...
I was like, wow, the internet's greatest mystery.
But before we get Rebecca's take, and then we find out a little more information, Abandoned and Historic Los Angeles Neon and Beyond is available for pre-order. There is a little giveaway. Mm-hmm. You can find it in the show notes. There's a link. Please pre-order it if you're interested, or enter the giveaway.
It's a great gift.
And Rebecca is wrote the foreword of the book.
I did. Is that a draw for anyone? No. Okay,
I don't know if that makes it worse or better. And also, if you go to my personal YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jason Horton, put up a couple of videos, give it a subscribe, give it a like. It's just pretty well edited versions of Ghost Town episodes. I kind of just go back and I'm like, hey, I really like these, and just trying to get the world of YouTube to be interested in. So if you can give it a subscribe and like, it's youtube.com/Jason Horton. Of course, patreon.com/Ghost Town Pod for some bonus episodes, advanced episodes.
Definitely. You want, when you latch onto an episode, you want all the information. I do, at least. I want like everything. I want to see everything. I want to hear everything. Jason's YouTube channel, our Patreon, all these places you get more information, and it's very fun.
And there's a ton. If you've never been on the Patreon before, there's so many bonus episodes. You'll be set for
you're good.
Set for a while. Mm-hmm. But what's not on there is the most mysterious song on the internet. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
The song.
When I had an idea of what the song, I thought it was going to be like techno. Like, I thought it was going to be very computer generated. Like beeps and like synthesizers.
Kind of like Rammstein.
Yeah, but like a softer, like a more like prog rock, all like avant-garde. And it's not avant-garde at all. It's like an 80s pop song in a lot of ways.
But it has that strong German, I'm assuming German, there's the lyrics. I'll read some of the lyrics in a second, but it almost to me sounds like it has all the makings of a catchy pop rock song that might be on a soundtrack to something.
Exactly. Like an indie movie soundtrack, and it's very catchy. It's very cool. Like, it's very accessible to me. And it was exactly not what I was thinking or picturing at all.
So you can find the version that I played for Rebecca on YouTube. There's full version found from Systemica YouTube channel, most mysterious song on the internet. And there's plenty of places to find it. And I didn't want to play a little clip of it on here because I don't like to really play music on a podcast because people don't like it. And you should hear the full version. And there's a little information on here, like what they used, the Yamaha DX7 was used and all these programming things, but it has like a catchy, like, oh, this sounds like a cover of a song that was on like the Rocky IV soundtrack.
Yeah, totally.
I think it's a good song.
I think so too. And it's like, it's pretty like, normal like European pop punk until the voices, then you're like, there's this
dark
like,
wave
husky German voice.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, oh, interesting.
It's
you're just like, I'm enjoying this. Where did this, it's just not what you would picture.
I guess some people have, kind of put out things that are not true. Like some music, it's a song like The Wind by Antoine01, put it on Shazam. There's a lot of like people sending you down these wormholes that aren't true, allegedly. The interpreted lyrics, and then I'll get to some more of the information. And I guess somebody translated it and kind of cobbled it together. Like the wind, you came here running. Take the consequence forever. There's no space. There's no tomorrow. There's no sense. Check in, turn it on, and the sun will never shine. They're a long way away in the subways of your mind. Like the wind, you're going to suffer somewhere. Let us drown in your own failure. There is no place, there is no sorrow in the young and restless dreamer. Check it in, turn it down, and the sun will never shine in any way in the subway of your mind. It's part of the lyrics.
Love it.
Probably. I don't know if there's like a way that like a German translation where if it's like, or if that's a strict translation or not. But here is a little more information. And this is according to the AV Club. Lydia originally said her brother taped it off a German radio show between the years of 82 and 84. Nothing much is known about the song's origins. Its actual lyrics, country of origin, band, and title are speculated on, but largely remain a mystery. According to Rolling Stone, Paul Baskerville, a DJ who worked at NDR1 at the time, and still does work there, he doesn't recognize it. I mean, I imagine, like, there's so many songs that probably sounded like that.
No, totally. This is so part and parcel to, like, what that would have been like at that point.
Only adding that it could belong to a forgotten German group or one of the many underground Eastern European rock bands who send in tapes to the station. So maybe they send it in hoping to get it played. And it's like, oh, you know, I'll play this. And again, if this one group doesn't know that people are looking for it, and it's, you know, I don't know how, if they're 60 years old now or whatever it is, and they might not care. And if they're not looking at this kind of niche part of Reddit or, you know, the many, many kind of blogs and sites that it's got like a mainstream attention in that small way, how would they know?
I know. And it's also like, it's like I don't even trust it. Like, part of me thinks it's a marketing scheme for like some kind of period piece about like the early 80s kind of a thing. You know, it's just, it feels like it's like, of course, why can't we know the origin of, like, well, yeah, this could be like there's some informational disconnect or something like that.
I think, you know, it would take more. I think you would need people that are actual. I mean, the internet is great at solving crimes, you know, getting information and, you know, kind of you banding together doing their work. But maybe sometimes you need pre-internet, like you need private detectives or forensic people to analyze things with equipment and stuff that you know you might not have access to just being a, you know, casual internet user.
Exactly. And also some parts, especially like of Eastern Europe, like if that's where the song was originated, like changed so quickly, like it's not as accessible, the internet is not accessible, and you know there's all these factors where it's like we may never know, and it could be cut off, or maybe it won't. Maybe someone will come forward.
And plus, I mean, and I don't know if this is, you know, is German or isn't German or origins in German, but just from recently going to Germany and kind of learning even more about, you know, the divide of East and West and, you know, communism and all that, like, you know, where information could get lost easier without a free flowing, you know, information, you know. So there's maybe a little bit of that in there. I don't know, but people are still, you know, the search is still on.
Yeah.
And there's part of me that's like, with a lot of these things, you want to know so bad. But once that happens, it's over. The mystery is over.
Yeah, and the knowing will not be as exciting as the experience of the mystery, too. Like,
I mean, if I was like, oh, it's goober hunting. Yeah. And now it's just a bunch of guys that are now
they
like
were in a band for 6 months back in 1980. You know, like, great. You know, you want the answer to be like, it's actually this like famous, like, you know, like ex-Beatles cousin who like ran like a mafia money laundering thing that created this one song. It's like, of course you want like some crazy
but it's not going to be that.
It's not going to be that.
I think we're just so used to having access to information and not being denied access to that information.
Yeah, like full transparency in all of the minutia of what we
I can't
consume.
watch something on TV or anything without first. I was like, I got to look it up. Information
exactly.
right away.
IMDb. I got to figure out like all the trivia with all of this. Then I have to go to the actors' lives and the story behind it and all this stuff. We don't get that with this song.
No, and we do not like to be denied.
I performed and wrote it.
Was it in the subway of your mind?